Hello children, we will continue with the chapter 2, long and short. We'll do one question from our reader. From Kozhikode to Talasheri. Subodh is going to Kozhikode, which is 24 kilometers away. Manjani is going to Talasheri, which is 46 kilometers away in the opposite direction. How far is Kozhikode from Talasheri? This is a question. We'll see the answer. We have to find the distance to Kozhikode from Talasheri. So we have the point here. Let this be point. From this point, Subodh is going to Kozhikode. So this is Kozhikode, which is 24 kilometers away. Manjari is going in the opposite direction to Talasheri. So we have Talasheri here, which is 46 kilometers. So what is the distance to Kozhikode from Talasheri? That means we have to add these two values. 46 plus 24. Answer is 70 kilometers. So distance to Kozhikode from Talasheri is 70 kilometers. Now next question. Momin comes to school from very far. He first walks about 400 meters to the pond. With slippers in his hands, he then walks 150 meters through the pond. Next, he runs across the 350 meters wide green field. Then he carefully crosses a 40 meters wide road to reach his school. How much does Momin walks every day to reach school? This is what you have to find. We'll see the answer. We have the picture of the distance he is covering. So, from his house, you can see this is his house. From this house, he has to walk 400 meter. 400 meter. Then he will reach the pond. This pond is 150 meter wide. Then he will reach the green field. So you have to cover this green field, which is 350 meter. So he will reach the road. Then he has to cross the road, which is 40 meter. Then he will reach his school. So the distance from his house to his school, we have to add all these numbers. That is distance to pond, width of the pond, width of green field and width of road. 400, 150, 350 and 40. The answer is 940 meter. So Momin has to walk 940 meter every day to reach his school. One more question is there. Is it more than 1 kilometer? We know that 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So 940 meter is less than 1000 meter. That means 940 meter is less than 1000 meter. It is less than 1 kilometer. So in this chapter, you studied the distance, how far a flight can move, how far a kite can fly, how far birds can fly. So you know how much distance they are moving, right? So one small poem is there in your reader. I will recite that poem. I wish I were a kite so that I could rise above this building's height. I wish I were a bird so that I could fly and reach above that kite. I wish I were a cloud so that I could move above those little birds. I wish I were a plane so that I could rise above the clouds and the hills. Now we'll do one small activity. You have to ask your parents and do this. Okay, some four questions are there. First question is, which is the highest building that you have seen? About how many rooms high was it? You might have seen many buildings. Just ask your parents what all buildings you have seen. Among those buildings, which is the highest building? Second question, how high can a kite go? Can it go higher than the Qutb Minar? Third question, how high can a plane fly? Can it fly higher than Mount Everest, which is about 9 kilometers high? Fourth one, have you ever seen clouds below you? So these are the questions. You have to do this in your classwork. So our chapter long and short is over. Thank you.